Hey guys, Warchild V1 here, back with some more 7 Days to Die. This is the PS4 edition, and this game came out, and I've been playing it for a couple weeks now, it seems, and I figure it's about time to start recording a series about like I used to. So this will probably be Season 5, I believe. I don't know for sure. We're going to name it Season 5. So this will be Season 5 of Solo Survival. I'm kind of excited. I'll show you guys the tips and tricks of surviving while on the PS4. It's probably about the same as the 14.2 alpha, but they call this 1.02, I believe, is what this build is on the PS4. Alright, so let's press options. So if you hear any weird crackly sounds every once in a while, I apologize. I have some melting ice over here next to me that's actually kind of loud, unfortunately. Alright, so we are going to create a new game. First, let's make sure that I have room for a new game. Let's delete my Vita playthrough. Alright. You can only have 4 games at a time saved. So let's do a new game. I don't really care who I am. I'm going to stay with Aiden because there's this weird bug. For some reason, if I pick other people, I can't load up any one of my maps. So I'm scared to change for this, this playthrough and then change back for the others when I probably won't be able to load up my map anymore, and that would suck. What I'm going to do is call this a private game instead of single player. What I have learned is instead of ever doing single player, you should always create a multiplayer map if there's ever a chance that you're going to want to play with friends. So if you do private game, people can't just join. So if there's a chance I could play with friends at some point, we're going to play in Nava's game right now. Maybe next season we'll do a random gen. Let's go to standard options. I like keeping it on adventurer. Oh my god, there's a lot. Let's go to nomad. Yeah. Zombies run default. You can set them to never run or always run. Default is best for me. Enemy aggression normal. You can go to feral if you want. Day length, I like 18 because then you're not stuck in your house as long at the end of the night. In fact, I got to where I don't even stay in my shelter at night as much. Alright, let's see. If you die, I want it to only drop the backpack. That's the way I like it. That's the way I'm used to it. That's how they started the game when it was brand new a long time ago. Drop on quit. Please don't drop anything. Enemy spawning on medium. It seems like there's not many zombies. Maybe. But there is. Once you survive longer, a lot more zombies start showing up. You don't want to turn down this block durability or zombies can wreck your shit even faster. Loot respawn, I set it for 5 days. 24-hour cycle is 50 minutes. And airdrops every day. And please mark them. No cheat mode, please. Multiplayer. None of this really matters right now. We can change that anytime we please. Start game. I'm going to name this Tube, just so I know which game save it is and I don't mess up and delete it. Yeah. Let's do this. I'm excited. It's been a long time since I've recorded straight up solo 7 Days to Die for you guys. This is how I started my channel right after Dark Souls. 7 Days to Die was one of my biggest games. Well, this and DayZ. So I'm super excited that it came out on console. That's one awesome step forward. Now, the crazy thing is, it doesn't run as good as it should on a console. Whenever I play a console game, I want it to be a polished, smooth experience. This is not quite that. Unfortunately. But that's okay. It is definitely playable. It is not game-breaking. Hello, friend. It's an unforgiving place. Alright, so they start off in the top right corner with stuff for you to do. I actually do all of that. I actually do everything up there. And it gives you an ability point to spend. Why did I grab that? I have no need for 1 gunpowder. 1 gunpowder actually isn't much of anything anyways. Take all the glass jars you can. Right off the bat, I usually grab mostly everything. But, yeah, mostly everything. A lot of it's useless, though, at the moment. Beer is good. If you click your right analog stick on the PlayStation, that will select that item specifically. If you click the left stick, it'll grab everything, just so you know. This type of house, from what I know, is good because of the fact that sometimes it has a forge in it. But for right now in the game, it's kind of useless for me. Let's pull up a map. So we have no clue where we're at. You get the fog of war. So just because where I am... Damn, this is just east and west. I was going to say I would like to head north. Let's head north. Now the thing is, you're going to get really hot in this biome. Pick up all the rocks you can right at the beginning. You saw that little freeze it did. That's what it does. You always need some rocks, and if you punch grass, you get grass. It used to make you pick up all the items after you break it, like grass, but now it automatically picks it up. But one bad thing is, when you're in this biome, you overheat fast. I've learned a few tricks to overheating, things to kind of beat the heat. One is craft a cowboy hat, which is just made out of grass. Craft a cowboy hat and put that on. It actually helps when you're overheating. It will lower your temperature by about 10 degrees. It doesn't do it immediately, so if you put it on and you're like, oh, this is bullshit. Yeah, it really works. Just not immediately. Alright, so we've got enough of this crap. Let's go gather a little bit of wood. Just to gather, just to make the stone axe at the beginning. So you click it, press up on the D-pad, and you can actually R3 the item and it'll put it down in your tool belt, in case you didn't know that. Or you can, your other way is you could click with X and drag it, but I'm just grabbing some wood while I'm here because wood is always something that you're going to need for survival. So this isn't exactly a tutorial series. I'm just kind of thinking out loud as I'm starting because we're planning on surviving for quite a long time here. I say we. That's because you're here with me. Alright, let's go ahead and craft this crap that they want us to craft real fast. So let's go to the clothes section. Each one of these sections, in case you didn't notice, you can move your right analog. There's more than one page of items. This plant fiber hat is the hat I was talking about, which I plan on crafting, but first I'm going to go ahead and do the stuff that it wants me to craft. You can hit L2 and that switches to this menu, and use your right analog click to equip the items. Thing is, they take a minute to actually create. One cool thing about the latest version of the game, now that you actually have level ups and stuff, it's really cool the way that skill points work. It's almost RPG style, the way some of it is. Alright, I've put on all the items. Oh, now I've put on all the items that they wanted in the top right corner. So what's the next step? We've already worn the clothing. You craft it, then you wear it. Yeah, it's still catching up to all the stuff I've actually done. Alright, craft a wooden club. Wooden club is definitely an okay weapon. Is it the best? Hell no. It's one of the weakest. But once you start getting into barbed and reinforced clubs, stuff of that sort, then it starts getting nice. That's when I start getting happy. Because you can beat the crap out of a zombie with a club. You really can. Alright, we need feathers. First, let's go ahead and make a bow. That is always a very important weapon / tool. If I weren't so young in this game, I'd go tear that freaking pig up and get me some yummy, yummy pork. But it's way too early for that. So now we're just looking for bird's nests. For some reason, this game has bird nests on the ground, which is weird, whatever, but I'll take it. So we need bird's nests. you always need bird's nest. You'll need those until the end of time, unless you don't care to use a bow or a crossbow, in which case you'll never need a damn bird's nest, I guess. But that's like one of my primary weapons. I love to melee in this game, but I also love to use my bow. The crossbow all comes down to if you're lucky enough to actually find the schematics. You know, all my old survival series, I used to build a crossbow right off the bat because that was like a #1 tool. I'm definitely going to grab some coal. This is something that you can make torches out of. And you can also, let's go back to this, stone axe. And you can also use the coal to light fires and stuff of that sort instead of burning your wood. Coal's good for a lot of things. We're not going to get all of it, though. And I'm not going to go into that biome if I can help it. Actually, I would love to follow this road because I'm not sure which road I'm on. Bird's nest. So, well, I'll click the left stick. That gives me everything, but that did not have any bird's nests in it. I really like the intuitive button mapping that they gave us on the 7 Days to Die PS4, the console edition. I'm guessing it's out on Xbox. I don't know. This right here looks like it could be clay. Yes, it is. This is clay. At some point, clay is really useful. Right now, we don't need it, but clay has this brownish, reddish. It's more like a tan brown color. You got to remember that color because clay is very useful later on. We need bird's nests. I thought I passed one. We need them bad. I'm probably passing them left and right, and you guys are like, what the hell? Grab the freaking bird's nest. Let's go search the red car while we're over here. Yeah, so it seems like there's no zombies around. Don't worry, there will be plenty. They just go easy on you at the beginning of the game. Sometimes you get lucky and there's a bunch of zombies, but it's not exactly lucky. It does make the game harder. 23 bird's nests, that's plenty for now. Let's create some arrows. I'm going to craft as many as I can, which is 7. That's not enough at all, but I'm going to go with 7 arrows. I like my bow and arrow to be number 1 and 2. Or my bow and my club to be numbers 1 and 2 on my hotbar. Because if you press up on your D-pad, that automatically equips whatever the first item is. If you press right, it equips the second item. If you press down, it equips the third item. And that's all the hotkeys they have, unfortunately. Otherwise, you just have to use L1 and L1 and R1 to switch between your different weapons and tools and stuff of the sort. Deersville. I know exactly where we are. I don't plan on searching Deersville yet. Right now, I could hardly even touch a dog if one comes to attack. I'm going to beat on this rock for a minute, get a little bit of metal and stone. Anytime you see one of these round rocks like this, or sometimes it's a couple rocks, they always have metal in them. So if you're trying to find some iron real quick and you don't feel like digging, this is one way. This is actually, to me, one of the fastest ways, other than, like, you could break down that street sign over there. Not with this tool. You could, but screw that. That street sign is loaded with metal. Alright, so right now we're going to go ahead and do a reinforced club. An iron reinforced club. We're going to ditch this piece of crap and equip that piece of crap. And now that we have more stone, I can craft some more arrows. It's not a lot, but it's something. There's a bear in the street over there. To actually equip the arrows, you want to pull out your bow and hold circle. And then you can see at the top, bottom, left, right. At the top right now, I have my stone arrows. So I have those equipped. That's for the 4 different types of arrows. Stone, iron, steel, and flaming arrows. All very good stuff. Skill in weaponsmithing has gone up because I'm crafting all those arrows. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and craft these frames that it's telling me to craft. In fact, we're just going to craft those 3. There we go. I'm starting to see some zomzoms around. They actually have no clue I'm here, though. I'm gonna place these wooden frames right now, just to get this out of my list. Search that. Crouch. You crouch with your R3, and that'll tell you if there's any zombies that see you. Right now, I'm not being seen. You hold the left trigger if you want to upgrade blocks or repair blocks, but you have to either have some kind of repair tool out, like a wrench or this, or there's a few others out there. A claw hammer is one of the best, or a nail gun, stuff like that. You can actually repair or build blocks. Craft a bedroll. That is actually going to be super important. Let's go ahead and do that right now. All you need, I believe, are 20 of these. So I try to avoid the water as much as I can, just because it slows me down. Water, you know, you can get wet in this game, and it doesn't do anything that bad to you. It'll show you your dampness down in the bottom left. All of your personal effects show up down there, and right now it's showing, you know, 59% wet. All that does is cool you off, I think. I don't believe water messes you up any other way. I'm going to go ahead and lay it down just to pick it back up. Laid it down. That's how you put your respawn point down, but I don't need a respawn point out here in the middle of nowhere. Sorry if you hear my cat. He just came in the room and decided to let us know he's in the room. Let's create. I love carrying around 20 of these, but that's all I had was 18. Those are wooden frames are a really good thing to have at all times. If you have trouble getting out of a hole, you can use wooden frames. If you have trouble doing a lot of stuff, you can use wooden frames. Let's go ahead and craft another stone axe. You can mark stuff as favorites if you would like by pressing right on the D-pad, and to get to your favorites you click on this star up here in the top. That's how you get to your favorite items. I don't really use that because I kind of know where everything is for the most part that I'm trying to do. Alright, we're going to head north on this street, or next to the street. The reason I'm staying next to the street is still looking for birds' nests. We could use as many of those as we can. I already crafted my campfire. Let's get 19 more arrows. We have to place the campfire. The bad thing is I'm going to place it and then not ever use it right there. So now we need more stone because that was like all my stone. Alright, we got a skill point. We can go spend skill points now. For completing the whole guide up on the top left of the screen, that annoying guide. What is this? Working Stiffs Tools. Oh, that is a really nice place to go, other than it's probably loaded with zombies right now. Let's see. Let's head north. We're going to definitely come back to Working Stiff Tools, because they probably, you know, if we're lucky, we'll find an iron or a steel tool in there to at least use while we're working on creating our first forge. Alright. I'm just getting enough of these to be able to build a fire once I do get to a house that I'm going to build. This bridge might collapse. Run. Got to be really careful with wooden bridges. A lot of them will collapse while you're going across them. Alright, this is dog territory. When you see cornfields on both sides of the road, it's probably best to go around. Okay, let's go ahead and take out our first zombie. We have plenty of time until night. See, this bow is weak as hell until you start getting better at making weapons and tools. If you could stun them, you'll get extra damage multipliers. Or if you even knock him on the ground. She's not dead, so we just gotta beat her in the head for a minute. There we go, now she's dead. They ragdoll once they die. There's a nursey nurse. Let's go ahead and take her out, even though I'm not trying to just kill a bunch of zombies. You know, the possibility of antibiotics. Later on, if you find the... Alright, knocked her down. Now just smack her in the head a few times. Because that stun damage, though. Alright. Antibiotics are something that we're gonna need in the long run. You know, and in the long run, they're not even gonna be a big deal. There's gonna be so many antibiotics, no one's even gonna care. Red flowers, good. Red flowers, you can make this tea that cools you off. Alright, yeah, I'm pretty positive I know where we are right now. Yeah, at the moment, I'm just going to run from most zombies. Other than when we get up here to the neighborhood that I'm trying to get to. I'm not going to be able to run from them. We're going to have to kill a lot of zombies. And what sucks is, you know, is this stone axe. I'm going to craft 2 of them because we're going to break some stone axes trying to build pain meds. Trying to dig out the stairs where we're going to go. My favorite thing to do is to find a 2-story or 3-story house and break the stairs so the zombies can't come upstairs. And then I use the wooden frames that we built to get up and down the stairs. There's a bear over there and a zom right there. If you don't jack with the bear, I don't think he just chases you unless you get really close to him. And they will probably murder you. Bears are mean mamma jammas. But yeah, to me, it's best to find a big, it doesn't matter if it's big, a 2-story or 3-story house and just break the stairs. Zombies can't come up then. And then if you need to get down or get up, you use those frames. The reason I use those frames is you can sit them down and pick them up. Don't let a tree fall on you. It could kill you. So yeah, you probably see the little bit of lagginess that this game gives us every once in a while. It's not the worst. I'm hoping that they're going to be able to fix some of that. But, you know, it's playable. It's totally playable. In fact, it probably runs better on this than it does on some people's computers. This game can run like crap sometimes. There's a gas station. Alright, I'm going to walk to get some of my stamina back. I'm going to pick up these barrels. In fact, that's the fastest way to break stairs is to blow them up. So I'm going to let some of these zombies actually get over here close to me. And run over there and pick up some barrels. The more times you hit stuff with your bow and arrow, the more you're going to level up your archery skills. So feel free to waste plenty of arrows. Same with hitting stuff with a club. The more you could even hit a rock with a club, and it will level up your blunt weapon skills. I've learned that. Since we don't have good tools, this stuff will be harder to break down. It's locked, so we can blow it up, but forget all that. I just saw. Too late now. It's not quite too late. It's almost too late. Right now, you don't want to get hit because you have such a high chance of getting infected, and early game getting infected can suck. At least it sucks for your anxiety. your real life anxiety. I get really anxious until I know I have antibiotics ready for me. You don't even need antibiotics anymore. There's a bear on the left of the road and a nurse on the right. And we are not where I thought I was, so I don't really know where I am. Bear just... I think the bear just attacked the hell out of the... Oh, shit. We're gonna head west. We're not on the road I thought I was on. Alright, we're starting to get hot. That's because of all the running, most likely. If you take off your clothes, that'll help cool you off. so I'm gonna actually ditch most of them. It's not like these are really helping much anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and make a cowboy hat and put it on, at least until I find a what is it, a mining helm. There we go. Cowboy hat does definitely cool you off. Like I said, not instantly, but in the long run you will start cooling off. Running's not good for it, but whatever. You gotta run sometimes, because screw walking. And besides, right now it is 5 o'clock. It's 1700 hours. At 10 o'clock, which is 2200 hours, is when the zombies get fast. We're going to keep heading west. The reason we're heading west is the northeast side of the map is snow biome, and we don't have enough clothes to really survive in the snow biome very long. So that's why I'm heading away from the snow biome and heading west. There's more of a chance I'm going to find the type of stuff I'm looking for. Of course not. I'll wait till I see a rounded rock. That way at least we get stone and metal. Metal's always good. There's a round rock. Yeah, these things. Stone and metal. I just really want to craft that campfire so I know I have it when I get there. But the thing is, we still can't really cook anything until we find a cooking pot or a grill. I don't know what it's actually called. It's like a grate, a grill grate. I don't know what they call it in the game. You can craft them if you have a forge and you have clay and iron, but I have none of the... Well, I don't have a forge. I don't have enough clay. Which, to get clay, if you need to dig in the ground, like I've had to survive on the side of a mountain before. Oh, hell yeah, I know right where I'm at. If you have to survive on the side of a mountain, that's okay. There should be a road over this way. You just make a shovel and start digging. The hardest part is just remembering where you... There's the road. The hardest part is remembering where you dug your hole so you can get back to it. But you could dig a hole, block it up, and then crouch so you stay undetected as long as you can. There's a chicken in the road. Alright, we just need to get away from them. Right up here is the house is where I'm currently living on my multiplayer map. And at least for the moment, that's where we're moving to. Because I can get in there, we can knock out the stairs and make it safe pretty damn quick. Get these barrels ready. Because I'm just going to blow the stairs. Kaboom, you know. Yeah. So I still hear birds chirping and stuff. Here soon we're going to start hearing crickets. Which just means that it's your early warning that it's going to be night soon. These will be good. Yeah, you make tea out of the red flowers. And anytime you feel like you're overheating, you can drink that tea and it cools you off. I'm not sure by how much, but it cools you off. The more things you search, the more your scavenging skill goes up. The more your scavenging skill goes up, the better quality of items that you're going to find. I find that it seems to just be easier to stay just about naked all the time. Alright, now I hear crickets. Yeah, if you stay naked most of the time, then you're not going to overheat as fast. You can still overheat in a few different biomes, but you won't overheat as fast if you're naked. Now, it only sucks if you go to, like, the snow biome, because then that's, then that's really bad. You're gonna get hot. I mean, you're gonna get cold, even if you put on all of these cheesy-ass clothes that we've already found. You're gonna want to find, like, a good puffy jacket and some nice thick clothes if you're gonna go in the snow biome, because you can get hypothermia and freeze to death, and that would suck. Alright, we've got plenty of food to at least survive the night. None of it's good food, but it's good enough to help us to not starve. Let's see. I think we're gonna live in this house over here. Yeah, there's zombies freaking everywhere. I'm sure they're all up inside this place too. Good, it's the easiest door to break. It's not even a door. Yeah, with this weak-ass tool that we have, we need the easiest breakable stuff there is. God, I'm so nervous. I feel like they're probably next to me, but I don't know. Come on. One cool thing about this biome that we're in, you're most likely not going to starve to death. There are cactus. Every cactus you chop down, once you chop it down completely, you get 2 yucca fruits. And you can eat those, and that stops you from starving to death at least. There's no actual yucca plants here in this biome. So you can't just pick a whole plant. I don't need that. God, I hope this doesn't kill me. Alright, this is bad. They can still get up here. Wait, no they can't. We're high enough. We're at least 2 blocks high. Which, we'll make it better here in a minute. But first, I'm pretty positive there's going to be zombies upstairs. Let's, repair this stuff. Last thing I want is the rest of my house to break on me. Oh, shit. Alright, they're starting to come in. Yeah, it looks like she cannot get up here. That door's locked. It's so easy to die from this stuff, so I'm going to try not to, but that will help ensure that it's a big enough gap that they can't get up here. Alright, so now we don't have to worry about them getting up. Now we just got to worry about if they are up. Because they might be. God, that scared me. Yeah, when you knock them down, they slide a little. I just heard a rabbit die. Alright, so far I'm not infected, luckily. And so you have to hit this guy in the head or else you're hardly hurting him. If you leave gore blocks like this, that actually attracts zombies, so always try to break them. There's a nurse. Let's beat the crap out of her if we can. Hit her in the head, and that'll at least stun her for a second so she doesn't attack you. There you go. Knock her down and smack her in the head. Until she ragdolls and freaks out, and then you're good. We may be good. We may actually have a place for the night now. Now I just need to check the floor right below here, because there may still be a zombie in there. Don't get too nervous about zombie sounds at this point, because they are definitely zombies outside. I'm going to go ahead and place my sleeping bag down, so if I die I can respawn here. These walls are all going to have to go eventually. This type of glass, if you step in it, it makes a sound. Well, you can't hear it because there's a zombie there, but that sound can attract zombies. Alright, we're at level 2. Alright, zombies are now fast because it is 2200 hours. So, you may have just seen that zombie just now, or you may not have. It's kind of dark in here. Let me make some torches. There's 10 torches. We're just placing them on the wall for now, so it's not so dark. That's better. See, even though this game just came out on the PlayStation, it's been out for probably about 3 years is my guess. I've had it since it came out way back then on the PC. It has come a really long way since then. It is a small dev team that's creating this game. And it looks like they partnered with Telltale Games just for the PC port. There we go. There was like a teeny tiny stone there, but it counted as a whole stone. There's a gaping hole in the wall. We're going to have to repair that. For now, we'll just fill it in with regular blocks. At the moment, I don't think we have to worry about spider zombies. That'll be like way later. Spider zombies can climb walls, in case you didn't know. I don't believe that they'll start showing up until after day 7. They show up during that. Every 7 days there is what they call a feral horde night, where you have a blood moon, the moon is blood red, and you have a horde of zombies. What all am I stepping on? This stuff is really annoying. I keep stepping on things and it's just annoying me. So we'll break some stuff. So yeah, every 7 days there's that feral horde night. And we're gonna ditch this. And no, I'm not trying to put that in there. I don't have anything I want to put in there, actually. This is a medicine cabinet. I was gonna put medicine and stuff in there. And on the feral horde night, you get a lot of zombies coming to your house. They call it a feral horde. It doesn't matter if you're hiding or not. They sense you and they try to hunt you down, whether, you know, they can hear you or smell you or not. If you're carrying meat on you, they can always smell it, whether it's Feral Horde Night or not. But I always carry the meat anyways. I don't find it to be that big of a deal. But on Feral Horde Night, it doesn't matter. They're gonna freaking know that you're there either way. Let's get that crafting. Let's put on these goggles just because we can. There we go. In the meantime, I'm just pretty much searching the house real quick. There's only clothes in these usually. It's always useless. Cans are actually useful. One thing you can do with them is fill them up with water, and then you can actually boil them. But you need a cooking pot to be able to boil stuff. Which you would think if you had a metal can that you could just boil it, but apparently not. But the other thing you can do is if you press triangle on any item, it pulls up the menu and it explains what it is. On a can, you can press up for scrap, and that scraps it into another piece of scrap metal. Broken glass. It says use. Affect internal bleeding. How about we just ditch that before I accidentally use it? Since I don't have an actual knife or bladed weapon, I am going to press the recipes button, so right on the D-pad, and create a bone shiv out of this bone. I'm going to ditch the other bone. What this is good for is if you kill an animal, you can use this to gut them. You got to have some kind of bladed weapon if you want to be able to get stuff out of them. What would be really nice is if I accidentally found a cooking pot. I doubt it though. One thing I like about living in this house is I know where everything is outside of the house. I know where to go to get water. I know where everything is from here. I have survived in a neighborhood like this many, many times. Let's go ahead and eat this large beef ration. You can use items straight out of your inventory without actually equipping them in your hand. Like for example, this dog food. You can hit triangle and then up for eat. Yummy dog food. It's probably really not good for you. Chicken soup. And every time you eat something like this, it's gonna add another can in your inventory. Alright, 100% on food down in the bottom right, which means you're no longer hungry, now you're just thirsty. We've been eating all this salty food, and I'm going to drink all the water. Now we're literally out of water, but at the same time, we're not hungry or we're thirsty. We're really pretty much good for a while. I'm going to go and scrap this candy tin can. I'm just trying to find things to do for the night. Throughout the night, you got to find stuff to do to occupy your time. I'm going to put the corn and the beer in the fridge. What the beer is good for is it gives you stamina. I'm going to go ahead and put the egg in there too. Beer gives you stamina, so if you're doing a lot of running, you can drink some beer and it'll help. I'm going to use... Actually, I'm going to go ahead and craft a secure storage chest. If you're playing with friends and you craft one of these secure storage chests, when you put it down, it's locked. Like your friends can't get in it. Right trigger, you can rotate things. Left trigger sits it down. So while it's secure, if you wanted to unlock it, you can hold triangle. And you have a choice of adding a keypad number, a 4-digit code, or unlock. Just so you know. What I'm going to do is just unload most of the stuff I have, because a lot of this isn't going to help me a whole lot right now. Alright, the rest of this is, though. We have 62 arrows. That's really good. I'm going to equip these 10 empty jars. I'm going to put away that. Alright. The reason the jars are equipped is when we head out. Here at 4 a.m. it's going to be light. And that's because we set it for 18-hour days. If it's 16-hour days, then you have to wait till 6 a.m. So that's why I set it for 18-hour days. That way I can go ahead and head out at 4 a.m. without being run down by zombies. At night, zombies can literally run. They run as fast as you do, and I don't think they have a stamina limit like you do. So unless you're confident that you're a good zombie killing machine, I wouldn't do it. Now on my other playthrough, I'm on like day 50 something. dude, I'll go out. I don't care what time of day it is. I'll go out by myself, and I'm usually okay. For the most part. If too many zombies get on you, you'll be in trouble. Look at this! A human turd. I'm going to leave that in the toilet and take this bottled murky water. Because that's what we're about to get when we go fill these jars up with water, is bottled murky water. We've searched this whole floor. Let's go ahead and go down one floor and search everything down here real quick. One thing that we really need is a cooking pot. Ooh, short iron pipe. Very good item. We don't want to lose that. We need 2 of those and 20 animal skins. Look at this. They've actually messed up some of the floor. It's hard to tell, but that dark spot is partial broken floor, like they're hitting our floor from down below. Bookshelves, bookcases are one of the most important items because they usually contain blueprints, and you need blueprints to learn how to make all sorts of stuff. There's a green bandana. I just, like I said, I usually just stay almost naked. Well, for the meantime, for the rest of the night, I'm just going to break stuff. And then we will head out in the morning. So I guess we'll go ahead and call it a video right here. That's the first night of survival in 7 Days to Die. It's really not that bad. Don't be intimidated by it. You just got to find a place that's 2-story and get into that second floor and break the stairs. Most of the time, I don't even find those explosive barrels. Most of the time, I go crouch at the stairs and literally beat every step until it breaks, and then beat the rock ground, the brick ground under it, which that is really hard to do. It takes a long time with one of these tools, but I do it anyways. You go through about 4 or 5 of these stone axes doing that, but in the end, you'll have one of the most secure places you can have, especially for starters. Otherwise, you can create a shovel and dig yourself a hole. Make sure you have plenty of wood with you when you do that, though, in case you get stuck, so you can climb out with wooden frames. But hey, hope you guys are enjoying this series. Next episode, we're going to push on, go get some water, try to find some cooking materials, and survive a little longer. So, hope you guys are enjoying it. Please comment, like, and sub if you haven't. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.